we have a pretty strong ownership model. When people are working on something, they're given a lot of agency and latitude in terms of how it gets done. And when they succeed, it's pretty obvious that it's because of this person or this group that made a particular project succeed. I try my best to keep an open culture of receiving these kind of ideas. I know not every company does that, and it is something that is a lot easier said than done from the management side, but something that I constantly try to work towards keeping. And the way it usually goes is they might bring up the idea with me, or sometimes even just with other team members first, to see if it makes sense, see if they have the right perspective on things. Then usually I'll encourage them to put together some kind of just relatively lightweight presentation to our team in the form of we use Notion as our wiki software. So they make like a document in Notion, or they make some kind of a document, and then they'll present off this document. This is my idea. This is what I think we should do, just to the team. We don't have a standing meeting slot for this. It's something where I encourage people to just book something ad hoc, to not be afraid to book a meeting with the team to bring up an idea. And usually before the meeting too, I'll read over the doc, encourage them to send it out. They'll get a bit of feedback beforehand if it's an idea that I don't necessarily agree with. If it's something I agree with, then I will encourage them to really go full steam ahead. If it's something that I don't agree with, I'll encourage them to have the meeting with the team to make sure that we get the full range of perspectives on this. Because sometimes they're going to be right. Sometimes I'm going to be right. Sometimes, in general, though, the team as a whole is going to be right, more right than any individual. So that's why I like to do this more collaborative approach. And then if this is an idea that is broader in scope than just our team, then we repeat a similar process at the level of the engineering organization, if it's something that makes sense to present to a larger audience like that. So sometimes it would be involving looping in other engineering managers first, right? So you're not having everyone book a meeting with 100 people, right? But if it's something that applies to the company as a whole, once it's ready to be rolled out, then it would be looping in the entire engineering org.